Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, Scott Walker is right now one of the leading candidates in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. This despite the fact that the state of Wisconsin has one of the highest unemployment rates in the nation, over 8%. And their deficit will reach $2 billion in the next 2 years. And 6 of his former top aides were convicted for such crimes as embezzlement and money laundering. Also, racist emails have come to light that were circulated by his inner circle. Now, being a racist is not a liability in the Republican Party. In fact, it's an asset. But you would think that turning his state into an economic basket case would count against him. At least a little bit. But then, that's how Republicans run things. From Sam Brownback in Kansas to Chris Christie in New Jersey to Bob McDonnell in Virginia, there is a consistent record of incompetence and corruption by red state governors. In Louisiana, where Bobby Jindal is governor, the unemployment rate is higher than the national average, and their deficit is $1.6 billion. And he's another top contender for the GOP nomination for president. Now, it's well known that when it comes to funding, that the blue states are donor states and the red states are receiver states. And this is not because the states lack resources, it is because they are badly run. But back to Scott Walker. The first thing that he did when he got elected was to give huge tax breaks to the rich and the corporations in his state, and then made up the deficit by taking that money from the middle class. At his next town meeting, somebody should ask him if that is the course that he would pursue if he were elected president. Recently, in a speech in Iowa, he said that if he could face down 100,000 protesters, he could handle the fight against terrorism. Kind of seems odd that he doesn't know there is a difference between peaceful protesters exercising their constitutional rights and ISIS. Remember the 47% speech that Mitt Romney made that pretty much doomed his presidential run? Well, this is another example of the GOP's attitude toward the middle class. Let's face it, they despise us, and they're afraid of us. But if you can't tell a teacher from a terrorist, I certainly wouldn't want to trust you with the drones. Thanks for listening.